First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Second and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is third and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
And 6 at the 48-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
Back at his own 49.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Check back. 50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Tariq Cohen.
Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
5-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Pendleton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again, Pendleton. Gonna let one fly for run. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Give him 32 on the play. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
The score, Bears 7, Lions nothing. Eddie Pinheiro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now he's flushed out right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Off play action. Pendleton going to let one fly for Rob. He's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These two teams all tied after 1. On first down, Pendleton. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing on first down, Pendleton. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On second down, Montgomery. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have taken the lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Bears 14, Lions 7. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Screen play, Johnson. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out right at the 35. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't. So
now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Rolling to his right. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To carry on Johnson.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go. 19, 18.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is
and he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 14. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Switch.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off the play fake. Pendleton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Pendleton escaping the pressure right. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Agnew now to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over.
10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a biggest.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Below Nichols gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Detroit.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Lions 21, Bears 14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, Pendleton. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return, here's Agnew. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Lions 28, Bears 14.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Off play action. Pendleton. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Montgomery on the counter. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun. Pendleton. Flushed out right. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Pendleton. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Agnew. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
The ball carrier.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
This time he'll look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Khalil Mack. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
On 1st and 10, Pendleton. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Montgomery. Oh, what a juke into space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Pendleton. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Pendleton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Operating from the gun, Pendleton. Flush to his right. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown. Cole Komet, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
His kick is
and he's got it up and through.
That will tie the game, 28-all. Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Complete.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be here in the fourth quarter. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Off play action. Pendleton. And Robinson with a big catch. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. 60 Eagles.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bears have broken the tie. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Boy, a tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Well, the 2nd down throw on target and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Lions 1st down.
He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On the pickup. It's second and inches. At the Bears.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. It'll be an 11-yard pickup. He does it himself, and it brings up 2nd down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Working with his 2nd and 4. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Chicago, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles